All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. I'm going to title this particular video here at Natural Family. And I'm going to try to make it less than 2 videos. Hopefully I can get through this particular one-in-one. Natural Family. And I'm going to preface this by talking about the attitudes, the differences in being born naturally from your family and then being born again. Um, I have been on both sides of the spectrum, and I comprehend and understand very well. Well over 26 years ago, when I got out of the military, um, I got born again, and I started reading this Bible. Not only did I start reading it, I started doing it. And I come to find out while reading and while literally doing this is that you ultimately have 2 classifications of people. Um, what I'm going to talk about here this morning. You have religious people in their own right that value their own opinion and their own perspective and their own lifestyle above what is written right here, because they want eternal life. They want to be saved from eternal damnation, but they don't want to change. They don't want to comply and do what this book says. And then you have truthful people who have been born again of the water and of the Spirit, and they read this book and they believe it and do it. Well, anyway, I'm going to have to use a particular example that has taken place since I've been gone out of country again. You have these natural family members that they watch the channel, they watch everything that we do, but they do it with a visceral attitude and a very nefarious mindset. They're vicious in disposition, and they have hatred that runs deep in our heart. I mean, really deep. And rather than actually coming and really truly trying to do things honorable and respectful and trying to find out what's really truly going on with what I personally believe, because I have thousands of people that watch my YouTube channel and thousands of people that actually listen and follow the ministry worldwide, not only just in the United States of America, but worldwide. They don't care nothing about that. They don't care about researching truth, because it's all about them and their opinion and their perspectives. It's all about them being able to control those of you who are now grown, who are born again. They want to keep you in their mindset. They want to keep you in their paradigm. While I was gone, I received information, and bless Elder Doug Hardy. A lot of stuff he doesn't want to run past me. He does, because he wants me to be at peace, and I'm pretty much at peace. But we've got this young woman out on the land. Her name is Sister Jordan. She's married. Been married for quite a few years. She has a husband and a son. But her natural family, when she was a teenager, did everything in their power to make sure that this young lady at the time, and I think she started listening to me when she was 13 years old. They did everything in their power to make sure that this young woman, watch this, could not listen to Pastor Dowell. And what are the reasons? Here are the reasons in this particular ministry right here. Here are the reasons why family members, natural family members, get so upset and people have such an attitude against us. Again, I told you, you have religious people, then you have the people who obey this book. Number one, we keep the Sabbath. We keep the 7-day Sabbath, not the first day. And that in itself already is showing you the type of religious spirit that people are under, because you cannot read this Bible right here and come up with Sunday rest. You can't do it. It simply cannot be done. It's something that was inserted. It's something that has been perpetuated by the conquerors of this world and their religious system. But this book only talks about a 7-day rest. You can worship the Father every day if you are a true worshiper. But that's the only thing that this book talks about is the 7-day rest. And for that, natural family members are upset that that takes place. Also, when you read this book, you cannot find the Christmas story in here. You cannot find the Easter story in here. And you cannot find where it tells you that God has made all things good for us to eat. God despises swine. He says clearly that he will not alter or change anything that has gone out of his lips. But you have this religious perspective in this world order today that says contrary to the book. So people have a choice. You can be religious or you can be truthful. All right? And it's amazing because I'm in another country and I see these damn Christmas trees all over the place. I mean, they're all over the place. Now they're there, but it makes me wonder, since Christmas is a European celebration, and it comes from some land of make-believe somewhere that can't be followed by, you know, can't even find it in the book. For this, natural family members get upset and they hate, they begin to hate their own people, their own sons, their own daughters, and they really hate me, the preacher, for standing on the truth. They hate it. And so I always teach people to be honorable and be respectful to your father and mother, but you can only honor them and respect them as much as they honor your Yah and your Elohim, or your God. In other words, if they try to tell you to go contrary to what that book says, then you know who to obey, because the Bible clearly says we ought to obey God rather than man. And I'm using these terms for many people out there who clearly don't understand. You know, when you start speaking Hebraic terms. But anyway, while I was gone, Elder Doug noticed that there was a sheriff's patrol parked at the front gate. And of course, you know, we're used to this because natural family members love lying on us. We have had to fight and beat the Department of Human Services, Child Protection Services, multiple times, having the sheriffs called up on us over and over and over again. And every single time, and this is a 21-year running track record, that's just there on the land. That's not including the other 4 or 5 years prior to me ever even getting to the land. We've had to fight against all these, what I call these institutions out here that natural family members seek to try to use to control us and to control their so-called family members because they're not doing things the way that they want them to. Now, he knows that there was a sheriff's patrol car parked outside the front gate. Okay, nothing new. All right, here we go again, right? And I noticed that all this always takes place, especially from Jordan's family members. They watch every video, they watch everything meticulously, and then they plan when they're going to try to come down. And so what they do is they go to town, and they went to the police department. Now, any idiot knows that police, city police, has no jurisdiction out in the county. You're going to have to go to the sheriff's department if you're going to try to do anything. But even at that, they can't go past your rights as a human and being a man and a woman, a grown man and a woman at that. Now, these people have not tried one bit to respect their daughter and to respect us. They have not tried one bit to be honorable, but they've been nothing but dishonorable. They have slandered my name. They try to keep their daughter in a prison when she was young and wouldn't let her listen to the ministry. And when she got grown of age, she kicked the traces and left the house and hadn't looked back since. They have done everything that they can to try to cause whatever they call pain by using natural law enforcement, which still don't work. So what happened? What happened was that they went to the police department. Police department sent them to the sheriff's department. And why are they there straightway again? Well, because they are there for a welfare check. Mind you, they come all the way down from New York, last I heard. They are there for a welfare check. And mind you, the welfare check is mainly basically because they want to make sure that their daughter is all right. First of all, number one, your daughter is married. She belongs to her husband now. She has started her own family line with her husband, and you have no jurisdiction. See, the right things and the right way to do things is to go ask her husband, but they can't do that. because they think they can manipulate, coerce, and control everyone by using the system because they have no power of their own. And neither does the system have any power or jurisdiction on the land that we own and we operate. So they have to capitulate and acquiesce to us. That's what they have to do. So they try to use a badge and a gun and all that. We carry guns too. It's a big deal. These people are public servants. They serve us. So anyway, come to find out that the Sheriff's Patrol was actually parked outside of our front gate in our favor to actually protect us against those people who have done, at least on 3 or 4 occasions, pull these shenanigans. Simply amazing, isn't it? All right. I didn't think I was going to be this long. This is part 1. I'm about to finish up over in part 2, and I'm going to give you the reason why we believe what we believe and we do what we do. All right? God bless day.